welcome back to season 2 of A Million and One Stories. I'm here with my amazing co-host. Sorry, we took a little break. We had to just rejuvenate, and now we're back with some fun topics. Today, we're talking about woman empowerment, what that means to us, and how we strive to empower other women in our communities. We're also going to be shouting out some female-owned businesses later, so stay tuned for that. And if you're enjoying our content, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with A Million and One Stories. So let's get into it.
Awesome.
What does woman empowerment mean to you all? What does it look like?
For me, woman empowerment is all encompassing. Like, it could be a simple compliment. Like, you see someone on the street, like, oh my, hey sis, like, you rocking those boots, like, okay, you know, edges laid, outfit nice, or whatever. Or it could be like devotional, sharing scriptures. Or it could just be like supportive, like, you know, someone's going through something, you just being emotionally supportive, if you can provide anything, financially supportive. So I feel like it's all encompassing. It could be something really simple, it could be something complex, but it's also tailored to the individual. Like, when you don't know someone, it's just, you know, oh hey, you know, looking good. Oh no, it's okay, girl. But when you really have a true sisterhood, you tailor your whatever you're giving to that person, to whatever situation or whatever they need at that time.
I feel like women empowerment is a way and a form to inspire other women, right? Other women that you are surrounded by and that you come across, other women that, you know, it can be like your children, it could be your friends, it can be family, your cousins, anybody, right? Other women. But for me, women empowerment isn't just always so limited to just women. Is broader than that, because I feel like as women, we birth so many things, right? We create so many things. And I say that to say, because as a mother, for instance, if I have a friend or a family member who comes to me and say, wow, you know, you always be doing your show or whatever thing, whatever happened to it? Are you still doing it? Because I really like da. In a way, it kind of inspires me to say, oh my gosh, so you really like that. So, there's something good that's coming out of that thing. And it like inspire me to do even more or become better or a better version of myself, which also inspired that person to either see something good in it or become better, and inspire me to do good so that my kids see it, my friends see it, but they also can do better for themselves. So to me, women empowerment is kind of like, it's a chain, not a negative chain. So I don't want to say a chain more like in a negative way, but a chain that inspires people to create, to inspire, to evolve, to grow, to see something bigger than just, the regular thing. Or sometimes you can be inspired yourself. You can be inspired to say, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this and this is what I want to do. But sometimes you can come to those roadblocks mentally because you're dealing with so much. So having that little inspiration from somebody else, it kind of gives you a boost to be like, you know what, that's kind of true. I didn't even think of that way. You know what I mean? And then become, either that person can become a mentor for you, or you can become a mentor for them, or, or just a good pal that can, you can assist one another to achieve whatever goal it is that you want to achieve. That's what that means to me.
I agree with both of you guys. And I just want to add on, like, for me, women empowerment is, promoting women's sense of self-worth and, leading by example. And I just want to say, you guys, like, I learn from y'all all the time. The fact that you guys are, went to school and you're furthering your education, getting your master's, like, that's where I want to be. And so when I look at my friendships, I make sure to line myself up with women who are leading by example and leveling up, because that's where I want to be. And I want to say, Letitia, when I first we were going to school, and you brought me into this circle meeting Sierra, and you weren't selfish. Like, Sierra and I were able to build a friendship, outside of the three of us. And I believe that's woman empowerment, because Sierra is a huge role model for me for, the things that she does. And it's like, you gave me this friendship where I can be a better me. And a lot of people, you know, they're not willing to do that because, you know, maybe they're, I could say, very protective of, you know, their friendships. And, you know, it's challenging for them to bring other people in, or for them to let other people build relationships with people they already know. And I can understand that. But for someone to do that, it shows what level you're in as a woman. You know what I mean? To let me be able to grow as a person. And I just want to thank you guys for that, because you brought me into a circle where, you know, I can give my opinion and, you know, I guess build on my self-esteem, if you will. You know what I mean? But do you guys have like a story of like when you're empowering people around you? Because I know women empower women. And so you guys, I know you guys have times where you're empowering other people in your community. So what does that look like for you? How are you empowering people?
For me, empowering other women comes, you know, I'm going to go back a little bit to what Sierra mentioned. It's kind of like when you see people, you just, you know, it is, you know, you see another woman is like, oh, hey, I love your shoe. Love your this. So, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's genuine. You know what I mean? It's true to my core. It's not like I'm forcing myself to do so. That's just my nature. You know what I mean? Like, I could be working with people and I seriously like something that I see on you. I'm not going to downplay you and be like, ugh, that looks, no, not even. If anything, I'm just going to be like, wow, I kind of really like that. Those are cute, you know. Or I might even say, and what I'm going to say now, a lot of people take it the wrong way sometimes, but I might even say,
oh goodness. Oh goodness.
no, it's not even that bad. But like, I might even say, oh my gosh, I really like that. And I have that already, you know, like I have something like that, or I have something similar. So somebody might be like, oh, whoa, she thinks she got everything. You know what I mean? Like, when it might not even be the you know, the reason why I said it. I'm literally telling you that because I think it's so cute, I have already had something similar. You know what I mean? So that means maybe great minds think alike. That's all it could be. That's all it can mean. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that I'm trying to be like that person or I'm trying to be like you. I'm giving you your compliment because what you're doing is good, but I don't have to be like you. So for me, my story would be, you know, I love being able to empower women. That is something that is in my core. What you just mentioned, Stacey, when you talked about, you know, I brought you guys together, this and that. That is something that I would never stop doing because it is me. You know, I have brought so many of my friends to meet other friends that sometimes I haven't even met yet, like gotten to know so well yet, and just be like, hey, this is my new friend, but we can all be friends, and then we can, you know what I mean? Because that's joy to me. I feel like I feel like you don't have to limit your friendship. You know what I mean? Because that friend might bring something into that friendship that is maybe something that we can learn or educative or something that will open an eye or maybe a different point of view, which is always good. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean that I will bring just anybody around. You know what I mean? Because there are some people that I'm like, okay, yeah, you're a good friend, but you're a good friend from afar. And some friends, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Like I limit what I do, but because I'm mindful, and plus also you have to know yourself as a woman, like you just mentioned, what kind of friends do you want to be around? I want to be around friends that empower me. I want to be around friends that make me feel like, okay, girl, we might not be where we are, or maybe you're not even where you are, but you're still on your way to where you're going. So don't give up. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be around friends who are going to beat me down and treat me like trash, and then bring friends like that in my surroundings. And no, I don't want to.
My example is going to have to be an example of like empowering women based off of like leadership or like a role model based. So my example is going to be my mom. So when I was in undergrad, she would always send like these little care packages. And in these care packages, she would send me like positive affirmations, or like say for example, I was talking to her on the phone and she could hear like something was wrong, but I didn't quite explain to her like explicitly what was wrong. Like I get a care package and she was like, just remember how beautiful you are, like, you know, whose you are and who you are, and things of that nature. And I was like, wow, like, and I kept every single one, like every single one since my freshman year. I kept every single one because I was like, wow, that is so cool. Like, you know, like, though she didn't have to do that, and she's my mom, like she still went out of her way to do that. And then I see how she's with her friends, like she does that with her friends too. Like she'll send them like a little, hey, thinking about you, like a scripture or something like that, or hey, so and so, like I know you want something like this, and send like a care package. Like, and I think that might be her love language, just communicating that way. And I really appreciate that. And so now, as I'm, you know, coming into the woman that I am, you know, developing my friendships, you know, I really go out of my way for my friends, and I really try to cater whatever support that I give to them to that person, or, you know what I'm saying? So I really think that for me, like having my mom just constantly instill affirmations in me, I in turn give that to my friends. You know what I'm saying? My friends look forward to that. You know, we were in school, like, oh, she said you girl. Oh, she said this. Like, oh, okay, cool. And it could be with school, with boys, with navigating work life, social balance. It was just all encompassing. And I think I really, really appreciated that. And I think her setting that example kind of taught me like how to be, you know, a woman in friendships, and how to, you know, navigate like, you know, different friendships require certain things. And, you know, women naturally, like we are bred to be competitive with one another, and how she told me like, girl, go on, get past all that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a true sisterhood, like y'all are striving together. You know what I'm saying? That success, you know, is like a union. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for me, that's what I can really like hone in on when Leticia mentioned like being a role model or women empowerment through inspiration or example.
For me, growing up, you know, I was in foster care, so I didn't really have like a lot of people in my life who were trying to, I guess, build me up. But the people who did, like, they really, I guess, were authentic in their approach of how like they treated me. Like I know one person, we went to church together, and she would let me come to her house and hang with her. She would do my hair because my hair was never done, and just really brought me in as like a little sister.
Yeah.
And I noticed how that impacted my life, because it made me feel like somebody cared about me, somebody wanted to see me win. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people in this world who feel that way. And I'm like, you know what? Because I was blessed to have that kind of role model, that kind of mentor in my life, I definitely have to pass that on to other people, because I saw what it did for me. Right. Imagine what it would do for other people in this world. You know what I mean? So that meant I had to step out of my shell. Like I can't just stay to myself and not speak to people. I got to go out there and be courageous and try and make a difference in other people's lives. So for me, I try and make sure that I put my best foot forward, no matter whom I'm interacting with. Like for me, like I take women empowerment with me to the clubs and to the go-go clubs, because listen
when you're in the bathroom, you see them, oh yeah girl, your dress is so cute, girl.
Listen, and it's like, you know, girls, like, you know, they want to look good, they want to look better than everybody else. Okay, I get it. And then sometimes you got this one girl, she want to bump into you or whatever the case may be, and it's like, hey girl, you good? You know, are you okay? All right, cool. Have a great day. You know what I mean? And you know, because the club is so packed, and it's like, instead of reacting negatively, you know what I mean? Come in with the positive and like, okay, you know, you bumped me, but it's cool. You know, careful.
Yeah.
You know, and help them on their way. You know what I mean? Instead of acting out of anger. You know what I mean? And so that's what woman empowerment has taught me. Is like, I don't have to be angry. I don't have to feel like I need to be better than anyone. I feel like we all are great. We all can be great. We're all in our own lane. Right. You know what I mean? No, you can't come in my lane because this is mine. You have your
Right.
own lane. That is you. We're all unique. And so if I can help anyone, empower anybody, I'll do that, because I know that it will impact your life positively. You know?
Yeah.
How do you feel empowering someone when you are at your lowest point, and then while you empowering that person, you know, that person is at their lowest point?
Mm-hmm. That is a good question. And like we said before, empowered woman, empower woman. So like, we may have a low point, but when we're at our low point, that's when our instincts kick in to empower ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And then we reach out to our friends and, you know, the people that we know uplift us to empower us, or we reach out to our church. But if I'm like, you know, my self-esteem is low, or maybe like I'm just not feeling well, and I have to empower someone else who may have low self-esteem, like, it's still going to be the same, because I'm always empowered. I know how to empower myself. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I'm empowering other people, I come off stronger. I'm stronger. I empower them more than I'm empowering myself. I'm like, you got this. You can do this. Like, I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? I pour myself into that person because I know we can make it together. You know what I mean? It's very challenging to survive by yourself and not have support. And so when two people come together, it's easier to get through that challenge or that hurdle that you see in front of you. You know what I mean? And then when my good energy comes off on you, prayerfully, that energy comes back and you're able to empower me back. You know what I'm saying? Because we're learning from each other. I'm being that role model to say, hey, you got this. Don't give up, right? And when you become empowered, remember, empowered woman, empower woman, you're going to say, hey, you know, I feel good. Let me empower you back because I know this will help you. And it will just bounce off and create like a domino effect where you're able to continue empowering other people. I hope that makes sense. You know what I mean?
It makes sense. But I agree to some extent, but I also disagree. I feel like when I have been at my lowest of lows, like, I'm not thinking about empowering or being, you know, cultivating a sisterhood with another girlfriend of mine, right? Because I'm so consumed with what I have going on and, you know, self-doubt, self-hate, insecurity, like, that is very real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, it's really hard to, you know, tunnel vision, or not tunnel vision, but compartmentalize what you have going on to be there for someone else. Because I cannot pour into you if my cup is empty. But also I have to be ready to do so. Does that make sense? Like, I can't give you advice, although the advice might be sound, but and it might not be from a bad place, but it's not the best advice that I can give. Does that make sense? So I'm not giving you 100%. And to me, I feel like if I am doubting myself, I'm insecure, I have low self-esteem, and I see that you have the same thing, I might project. You understand what I'm saying? Because I have what I have going on, and you're trying to sell me, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not ready to receive that, but I'm gonna give you some advice, but I don't know how you're gonna receive that. Does that make sense? Because I am not confident within myself to, you know, exude confidence and let that emanate and, you know, and you receive that. Does that make sense? I feel like when you have two low people, although it is good to have like a sisterhood, a community, like go through things and grow through things together, you also have to be at a point where you're ready to receive it and also give it in the same sense, because you might be doing, you know, more bad than good. If two people who are hurt, who are broken, you know what I'm saying, who feel like SHIT, you know what I'm saying, trying to come together and build each other up. Because what tools do you have to build each other up? Does that make sense?
Definitely. I understand what you're saying. And I love the fact that, you know, you said, yes, you are there with her a little bit, but you also disagree, because I feel like true friendship and empowering people actually lies in that. You know what I mean? You have to be mindful of your own huddles, your own
Yeah.
fights, your own battles. And sometimes just because you're a person who empower others doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have your low, your downside to it, or your low moments, or moments where you need empowerment so you can get to that, to have that cup full and then pour it on to other people. So I am right there with you with that. One of the things for me is that I always find it easier for me to empower people, even when I'm in my lowest, and I really mean my lowest. I literally can be like in a hospital and still try to empower somebody,
You're right.
I literally can't.
You're right about that.
Seriously. And like I said earlier, it's because it's in my core. It's not because it's something that I have to do to whatever. The downside to it, though, is that I'm empowering somebody else to be the best version of them and do whatever it is. Meanwhile, I'm going down. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the person might not even know that, oh my gosh, yo, she needs help too. Like, I'm empowering you as if everything is good on my end, but in reality, I'm dealing with my own crap. I'm dealing with my own, insecurities or stress or daily, duties or whatever. So I feel like, though it is a good thing to empower people, no matter what, if you can, but also be mindful of where you are at that moment. So I will go back to what you said, Sierra, which is like being able to also take account of your needs at that moment so you can become the best empower to someone else or other people, because then your cup isn't empty. You know what I mean? So even if you can't pass a cup around, everybody drank, and then they bring it back to you, and then it's like there's nothing else, and then they're telling you, well, just drink, and it's like, how can I drink from? You didn't leave me anything. You know what I mean? So being mindful of just being in that place to, I guess, recharge and refill your cup so you can become not only the best version of yourself and then the best version for other people and empower them even better as they go in their journey and as you go in your journey in becoming who you are. But I also think that it also should help you find strength in allowing other people to empower you, because sometimes I realize that as somebody who empowers a lot of people, sometimes we feel like, no, I don't need your empowerment. I'm good. I can do it. When in reality, we might need it. You know what I mean? So just be a little more receptive and welcoming of others' empowerment.
And I just want to say words have power. You know what I mean? Like if you're speaking positive words in someone's life, like it really does impact their life and, the goals that they even set for themselves. You know what I mean? So
I am so glad you said that. Yeah, because one of the things that I want to say, sometimes when you boost other people, I guess, spirit up, empowering them, even if they're in the downside or they're in their lowest moment, it helps you. It boosts their self-esteem. And hopefully you can have that same energy coming back at you where you can also boost their self-esteem. They can boost your self-esteem. You shut down negativity that are going on in your head and their heads. You are open and honest about how you feel, and they are also able to do so. And then, be more of like a leader, but not, and when people hear leaders, sometimes they think of like somebody who wants to be a boss. No, that's different. A leader is more so somebody who, okay, yes, I'm dealing with this, but these are also my flaws. So I'm welcoming you to maybe guide me. You know what I mean? So leadership is working with others. You know what I mean? Is you going together. It's not like I need this now and we should do it now. No, it's a together team. It's a team. It's a work that we accomplish together, even if we are all in our own different lanes. So I just want to say, like, and that helps you also because then it strengthens your support system. as women, you know, and as individuals. You strengthen your support system. But with that being said,
so most of these businesses are going to be tailored to self-care. We did mention how self-care is very important in one of our previous videos. Go and check that out. The link will be down in the description box below, along with all of the links to the businesses that I'm going to mention. Again, these are women-owned, Black women-owned businesses, so I'm super, super excited. The first one is going to be, she's an up-and-coming press-on nail business. The name is Briante Nails. She does custom nail work, and she also has some sets already pre-made, again, custom sizes, all of that, whatever you need. She got you. And it's very, very important, of course, because we all are not going to get our nails done. So press-on nails are in. That's number one. And again, that's Riante Nails, and it'll be down below. The second is going to be Sugar Goddess. And that is more so for like your like body butters, your body scrubs. And she also does masks and stuff. So she'll give you like a little tub, and it'll be all organic, cruelty-free, gluten, all that good stuff. All the ingredients, and she'll give you a how to use it, basically. So it'll be like, take 2 scoops of the powder, whatever ailment you have. If it's like glowing skin, acne prone skin, you want to clear some stuff up, you know, even out your complexion, whatever the case will be, she has it for you. And she'll give you a tip. She'll say, use a little bit of this, put it on for 10 minutes, wash it off, cold water or warm water, depending on what you're using, and then go in with the hydration oil. She's really good. And if you sign up for a newsletter, she'll give you self-care tips. I think she sent that out on Sundays, and that is Sugar Goddess. And again, everything is handmade, cruelty-free, all natural. And she also tells you that everything has a shelf life, I think 6 to 7 months or so, but she'll put it on the bottles. So she's really good. And the second one is another body butter company. It's called Mia's Body Sugar. Sorry, y'all. Shout out to Mia's Body Sugar. Hers is really good as well. Again, all natural. She makes it in-house herself. Black owned, like I said. And she has different scents. She has pink sugar. If y'all not familiar with how pink sugar, like the actual perfume.
lovely.
It was like, yeah, y'all, it was a classic. Yes, she has that iconic scent. She has amber silk. She has seduction. She also has some for men called Kush, like a manly scent like that. And she has a pairing body scrub and body oil as well. And that's everything I'm mentioning also is affordable, y'all. And that is Mia's Body Sugar. And then another one that I have is going to be for stationery. Y'all, I love me a good bookmark. I love just good stationery in general. So this company is called, I think it's K-Ligco or K-L-I-G-G-C-O. Again, that's K-L-I-G-G-C-O. She's like an artist, and she like has a lot of different stationery sets. You can get cards, bookmarks, you can get like little pins. I know with our new VP, she has one dedicated to her. Even during Christmas time, she had Christmas cards that you can send out, birthday cards. If you need something that's custom, she has some shirts as well. She has like little baggies as well, but it's mostly like for stationery and stuff like that. That one's really good. And that's where I got the statement, like, empower women, because she has a bookmark that said that. Nice. And then there's one more. It's clothing based. This is for like body positivity, body inclusivity, especially for our more thick girls, you know, like me. It's called And I Get Dressed. And basically it's just, you know, normalizing all body types, especially the thick ones. So it's really, really good. Again, that's Black owned as well. And everything will be down in the description box below. But I do want to do an honorable mention. You know, I am wearing this To God Be the Glory hat. This is from Freeborn Kings as well. It's Black owned, Black male owned, but still, these for all Black businesses, Black owned. And of course, God is dope as well.
Hallelujah. Yes, indeed.
Amen.
So with that being said, we just want to take a time to say thank you so much for tuning in again to A Million and One Story. My co-hosts, Stacy and Sierra, we had a ball. Yes, we took a little break, but of course, we back for season 2. So definitely, if you have any comments, if you have, you would like to reach out to us and, chat with us and let us know what you think about this topic, please feel free to leave a comment, share, like, subscribe. We would love to hear from you. And thanks again. Until next time. You guys have a wonderful day wherever you are, or
Yes.
evening if you watch it in the evening. But we appreciate you guys, and we hope to stay tuned for our next topic next time. And
bye, y'all. Happy Women's Month, y'all. Shout out Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month and happy Black History Year.
Period.
Woo!
Okay.
Period.
Bye, guys.
On that one. Okay.